Hey, are you coming along? Breathe in the love, open up your heart. And hey, are you coming on down? Bring in the light, open up your arms. And hey, are you coming along? Breathe in the love, open up your heart. And hey, are you coming on down? Bring in the light, open up your arms. Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, are you coming along? Hey, are you coming along? Hey, are you coming along? Step to the beat, dance to the drums. Hey, are you coming on down? Let loose your feet, soak up the summer. Hey, are you coming along? Turn up the night, breathe in the sound. Hey, hey, are you coming on down? Lift up the drink, drink up the sun. Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, you with the pretty face, cheer up. Hey, you not broken, just bruised. Get up. Do you know there's an empty space? So fill me up. Hey, you not broken, just bruised. Get up. Hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, are you coming along? Are you coming along? Are you coming along? Hey, hey, yeah, join the jubilation. Hey, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to everyone all over the world. I am Jenny Rosen, Bronze Presidential Director in Manatech, and I will be your MC for tonight. So, yeah, let's just start with, I just want to fix my screen here quickly. But okay, so what I want to say is I just would like to thank my amazing upline, presidential directors, James and Relene Faber from Kimberley, for introducing me to this amazing opportunity. I will forever be grateful to you for putting my name on your names list and for believing in me. And then also I just would like to thank our 2-star platinum presidentials, Leonie van der Linde, for really also helping us and guiding us through this journey. Thank you so much for all your love and support. And yeah, so I hope you are ready for a very exciting evening. I believe this call is going to be one of those that we will say it was better than all the others before today, and I believe that you would really enjoy everything. And yeah, so, and as I said, welcome to everyone all over the world. I'm not sure from where you are, but I believe you are tuning in from Australia and from certain places all over the world, and just enjoy this evening with us and open your minds and taking in every word that everyone is going to say, because this is really life-changing. I actually attended a few of these in my life, and it was part of my growth, part of who I became in this Manatech journey, and I just would like for you also to have that. So please just enjoy it. Sit back, enjoy, have a coffee, and relax. So we are just going to jump into the program for tonight. So there's a few leaders who's going to share with us about why am I doing this Manatech business. So first up, and big applause to a young star who's going to share with us tonight, is Renee Jethro, all the way from Cape Town. Thank you, Renee.
Good evening, everyone. Before I start, I would like to thank my mentors and coaches for their support and guidance through this journey. Executive Director Frank Peterson, Gold Executive Directors Tasneem and Fayyaz Ghafoor, and my Silver Presidentials Francois and Mabel van Schalkwyk. So I started with Manitech due to my health challenge, and I started the products. Out of all the products, my favorites are Manable and Ambitus. And soon after using it, I realized how it was benefiting my body and how quickly I was recovering after the days that I was sick. And while using the products, a few months in, I found out that there was a business aspect to Manitech. And when I found that out, I signed up and became an associate. And the reason why I joined the business was because I realized that the products were helping me so much with my health challenge and how I recovered quickly and I could still do my normal activities. And I realized there were many, many others who were in similar situations to me and much worse situations. And a health challenge is quite a burden on many people's lives. And to find a solution to that burden would relieve a lot of people. And to be an ambassador for hope that there is a solution would it made me feel a lot of gratification. Um, yeah, and as a young person, we all have our hopes and our dreams. And with Manitech to have financial freedom, it made me realize that I was able to achieve those dreams and those goals much sooner than I realized, such as getting a car much sooner than I realized, as well as, and I think for many others as well, to travel the world. I thought that I would only be able to do that after my studies when I got a job and stuff. But now I can do it next year if I want to, you know. But yeah, but the reason why I joined the business was for financial freedom and to be an ambassador for hope. Over to the MC.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Renee, from sharing from your heart. And we are absolutely dreaming with you for that first car, for that first things in life that we all dream about. So well done to that. We are super excited for you. And then next up, a person all the way from Prince Albert. She's a presidential director in the business, and she's also going to share with us. Marguerite Luttig. Thank you so much, Marguerite.
Thanks, Jenny. Um, when last has anybody had a look at a grade 4 science book? That was my privilege. And there they tell the kids how the sun is perfectly put opposed to the earth, and we get warmth and energy there. Light travels at 330,000 kilometers a second, and the nearest star's light takes 4 years to come to Earth. But we have a human body that is just as amazing. And if you look at if you know that you have 37.2 trillion cells in your body, and if you put them in a row, they will circle the earth nearly 19 times. Just think of that for a moment. And we are part of Manitech cell-to-cell communication. So how on earth did I get involved? I've been a pharmacist now for 52 years. And, you know, I only know chemical stuff at that stage. Now it's totally different. My husband got ill with a serious disease. A friend started sending me Manitech products. I didn't believe in it, being a pharmacist at that stage. I never gave it to him. He passed away, and all these products were standing here. And I thought to myself, I'm not going to take it. Don't believe in it. I'll give it to a few friends and see what happens to them. 2 of them's blood readings came down. I still didn't believe it. And when the third one, when she had a very challenging situation with her body. She nearly died, and her leg was colored blue-black. And I put the Ambritas Advanced in her hands, and I just said, I don't know if this is going to help you. 2 months later, that leg looked exactly like the healthy leg. And then I got involved. I didn't even know that Manatech had a business opportunity. And my past cross with Irene Lepre, my amazing bronze presidential upline, she's also my friend to this day. And what really intrigued me about the business was that it's a passive income and you can do it part-time. To this day, I am still doing it part-time. And JB says, you know, you are still being paid for work that you've done many years ago. But doing locums, as I do nowadays, you are changing money for time. And that's no good. If you can't work, you don't have any money. So when I sold my shares in the pharmacies, I thought to myself, I'm okay. But as the time went on, I realized it might not be enough. And luckily, Manatech came my way because all of us want to be independent. We don't want to be a burden to anybody. And this is why I am so fond of making a difference and making a difference to other people's lives. So when I sell my Manatech business, well, I'm not going to sell it, but if I pass away, my kids can inherit my business, so the legacy goes on. And you know, people nowadays cannot retire. And we have to give them hope for time freedom, for money freedom. So I really, really, really would say, go out there, give people hopes, and in the process, when you're making a difference to their lives, you are making a difference to your own life. And just a fun fact, I'm living under grace, I know, but Manatech products are keeping me healthy and young, and we are now launching collagen. And I said to the team call the other day, I said, what are you going to do with me when I'm 80 years old and I don't have one wrinkle? So just imagine how you can sell that. When I'm 80 years old, I'm really going to sell a lot of things still. And the last thing I want to say, I was 66 years old when I started my business. It's never, ever too late to start a business. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jenny.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing, Marguerite. And I must say, you look so, so good. And I believe it's the products. And thank you for that. And yeah, keep on changing lives and tell people that they can look younger. Absolutely. So I just would like to share with you the QR code quickly again, or the event ID. It's 0290 for those who did not get that. So, okay, next up will be another phenomenal leader all the way from Worcester, and she's also a presidential director in this business, Elisma Pickworth. Thank you, Elisma.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Good evening, everyone. Before I start, I would just like to thank the people who introduced me to this business 5 years ago, Heike and my bronze presidential directors, Heike and Geraldine Berg. If it wasn't for your Zoom session, I wouldn't have been here tonight. So thank you so much. So 5 years ago, I've been in this company about 5 years now, and 5 years ago, I found myself in a very low place. I was tired, I was overworked, and life just didn't make any sense to me. It was just working all the time to do what you have to do, and I never had time to do the things that matters. So at that stage, me and my husband, we are in full-time ministry. And I also am a small business owner, and that's where my time went all the time. I really worked long hours. I worked from like 5 in the morning to maybe 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the evenings, went to bed for 3 hours, getting up again, working, going on every day. So my life was just really worked, and I wanted a solution. I was looking for something at that stage. We really have a heart for ministry, and I was looking at for some opportunities at that stage that can give me some time freedom, that can give me that leverage to do the things that matters, because you can't make a difference, you can't make an impact in the world if you are busy all the time. So when this opportunity came my way, I actually thought I would never be able to do this because it was really challenging to my personality also, because I'm a very, very big introvert. But at that stage, I was so desperate to get out of my circumstances, maybe make a 5,000 Rand extra every month. And when I did that in my second month, I just thought, you know what, I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to go on. I can build this business and I can make a difference in my family life, be more present with my kids, doing the things they like, and love, and be there for them. So, and I also thought that, you know, if you want to go forward in life, you have to do something that's bigger than yourself, getting out of your comfort zone. And what I love the most about this business is the self-development system, because if I look at myself at this moment, where I was 5 years ago and where I am today, it's actually two different people. And the system, the self-development system, the leaders in this business, the events, attending events, in the beginning it was challenging for me as an introvert only just to attend events, and at this stage we love attending the events. We are growing, we are going forward, and it's amazing when you can give what you have experienced in this business, the personal growth, if you can give it over to other people so that they can grow and go forward in life. So in this business, why I'm doing this business at this moment, it's really giving me purpose. It is giving me a drivenness to be better, to become better, to find my potential within myself, and also to help other people find their potential. And never want to be without the products, because people are tired all the time. We're not tired. We love life. We smile. We go on. We're energetic because of this amazing product. So thank you so much. Back to you, Jenny.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Elisma, for sharing from your heart. And you know what? I absolutely agree with you with regards to the personal development on this journey. And if I'm doing this, I did do it for other reasons before, but if I can just keep on developing myself and becoming a better person and a better version of myself, then I will keep on doing this. Absolutely. Thank you for that. And then next up is one amazing lady, all the way from Danabai. And actually, no, sorry, I made a mistake. She's from Bali. And yeah, it's just a joke about that. And yes, so she is one phenomenal lady. As I said, I actually had the opportunity to get to know her better on this Bali trip. That was absolutely amazing. And she's also a presidential director in this business, all the way from Danabai. Marianne Potgieter, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Yes, when Jenny asked me where I'm from, am I from Danabai? I said, no, not actually. I'm from Bali, because my heart is still stuck there. It was really an amazing, amazing incentive. Yes, I want to start by thanking my amazing upline and mentor and coach in this business, Trudy Marie Koortsen. Thank you so much for everything you're doing for me. I really appreciate you. So why am I doing this business? I've got so many reasons. One of the reasons is definitely because of the products. It gave me my health back. But I've seen so many testimonies in the past few years, and especially in these last 2 months in our team. I saw testimonies, or I've heard testimonies, I've met people that really got their quality of life back, and I've just realized I can't keep quiet. I have to tell people about the amazing glycan technology. And the whole business is also an amazing tool to empower people. Very long time ago, I was a social worker, and I always were looking for a tool to empower people, because you so easy fall into a trap to just help people. And when you help people, you make them weak and you make yourself tired. But when you empower people, you give them their self-worth back and you get energized. So I just love working with people, educate, empower, and let them dream again. But while empowering them and make their dreams come true, I get financial freedom. I'm working on a phenomenal retirement fund. And especially on my age and where I'm living in Danabai, a lot of people come to retire here. I can see the difference between the two groups of people that planned their retirement and didn't plan their retirement. And it's as far as the East is from the West. The people that planned their retirement live a life of abundance, and they can visit their grandkids and they go on amazing holidays. And I have to be honest, I don't think I have really planned my retirement properly. But Manatee gave me the tool that I could caught up in 5 years what I've lost in 30 years. So thank you for that, Manatee. Manatee also taught me to dream bigger. It still teaches me to dream bigger, setting huge goals. I thought I could dream and set goals, but my goals wasn't big enough and my dreams wasn't big enough. And Manatee made me believe that I can achieve it, and it helps me to achieve it. But most of all, while I'm doing this business, is because of the team and the people I'm doing it with. My upline and my amazing team and the whole Manatee team is the most positive and caring bunch of people I've ever met, and they're so uplifting. And doing Manatee with them every day is a privilege. But being on an incentive in Bali with these amazing people is just like out of this world. So life is just better when you do Manatee. Thank you so much, Jenny.
Oh, wow. I absolutely agree. Thank you so much, Marianne. And then, yes, as you said, I rather teach people how to fish than give them the fish. And that is actually so rewarding. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I learned so much tonight. And yeah, so next up is one amazing leader all the way from Johannesburg. And I always love to listen to what he had to say. And I love his story as well. And he's going to share with us tonight. He's also a bronze presidential director all the way from Johannesburg, Heike Berg. Thank you, Heike.
Hello, Jenny. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. It's a real privilege to be on this call. Thank you to my incredible upline and friends and mentors, Brag and Sebastian Kamstra, Gold Presidential Directors. Without you, we wouldn't have been here. And also thank you to our team. So there's a couple of reasons why I built this business. I think just to give you some context, I want to share a little bit about my story. So when I was 11 years old, my mom and dad got divorced, and at the time, my dad went through an excruciating financial crisis. Now, it wasn't because of the finances that they got divorced; there were other reasons, but it was just ironic that it happened at the same time, and that's how it played out. And myself and my late brother and my sister went and lived with my mom. And so my mother could never work in her life. She had many back operations. She had a lot of pain, so she could never, ever work. So she was very dependent on my dad. And at the time, there was no money. There wasn't funding. And my dad did his best to take care of the family. But the result of that was just chaos and fighting and tension and disaster and hatred and resentment going around for many, many, many years. And so, and also because of that, I grew up with my mom with a scarcity mindset that there's never going to be enough, ever. You know, you've got to write down every single cent. If you give 2 rand to the car guard, you know, you've got to write it down, and you've got to, there's just not enough. And the way my mother, she was brilliant at saving and taking care of herself, but it wasn't from a place of faith and abundance. It was from a place of fear and scarcity. And so it took me a very long time to realize that there's more than enough in this world to go around with, and that there's actually an abundant life waiting for all of us, you know. And so if it wasn't for the personal development in this, you know, in Manatee, with all the books that we read and the audios that we listen to, I would have struggled, because I still struggle with that stuff, with those wounds today. And so when I got involved in this business, I wanted to just inspire people, right? The products changed my life, and I knew I wanted to share this because I spoke about it to everybody. And I saw a speaker, I can't even remember his name. He was on stage at the first Success Summit, and I said, I want to do that. I want to inspire people. I want to stand on stage and tell my story. And so it's really, it's been incredible. And so when we were in Bali, Sebastian, which is my coach and my mentor and on my upline, he asked me a question, and we said about like why do I do this? Why do I still do it? And I had many answers really to that question, but I've been thinking about it a lot, and I think the answer to that, well, not think is that I want to live. I want to live. I I want to live a full and a big life. I don't want to live a passive life. I don't want to die at 25 and get buried at 60. I don't want to just go through the motions and just do what people do. I want to live a different life. I don't want to be stuck in the norm. I don't want to be part of the status quo. I don't want to be, just do what everybody else does. I don't want to. I just don't want to. I want to spend my time with my little baby girl like I did today, the whole day. And then this afternoon I went and lived and we went to the movies with a friend. I've resigned from my day job. I've been without a job for the last 3-4 months. Geraldine and I, we had a team meeting, a house meeting about what we're going to be doing next year. And I am fasting acting or television work for a year and a half. Don't have to take it. I don't want to. I don't have to take it. I can be at home and be free and use this money to get still and get a new focus on our lives. We want to build an empire, and we're ready for it. And I want to end off just quickly by saying there's the hottest winds that has ever been recorded in history is in a small little place called Death Valley. It's in the southeastern part of California. It's never rained there before, ever, never. It almost borderlines the Nevada desert. And so it never, ever rains there. But in 2020, right, it rained. Somehow it was a miracle, and it rained 7 inches, 7 inches. And what was interesting, 2 days after the rain, that entire Death Valley was covered with the most beautiful flowers. Most beautiful flowers. Of course, only for a little while, and they scorched away again. But that valley, the nickname, the name of the valley changed. It's not Death Valley, it's called Dormant Valley today, because what it symbolizes is the fact that it wasn't dead. There were just so many dormant seeds there waiting to just, come up. And so it's wonderful to know that we can be the rain for some people, for their seeds to grow and become flowers. Otherwise, they might never have known what their potential might have been. So thank you, Jenny.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Heike, for sharing from your heart and just reminding us about where we are coming from and where we are heading towards, because that is why we are doing this. Absolutely. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Okay, so next up will be me. I'm going to share with you about our amazing technology on why is this so important to us. So what is cellular communication? Cellular communication is what cells use to communicate with each other and with the environment around that. So our body consists out of trillions of cells, as Marguerite actually said. I think it's 37 point something trillion cells in our body that needs to receive a nutrition to operate and to be healthy and to be able to communicate with each cell in your body. So cell communication is very important for good health and for your body to function at its best. Without cellular communication, your body works so much harder to get the basics done. Okay, and we actually need the 8 glycans. So that is the 8 glycans that we need for optimal cell communication in our bodies, and that you will get from the ambrotose. So please ask the person who invited you to this to tell you more about that, about the ambrotose itself. But our cells are made of fat and proteins, and for your body to actually, and also then glycans, but for your body to communicate with the fats and the proteins, we need the glycans in our cells for it to communicate the way it should, so that we can be healthier. So through glycosylation, that actually happens in your body when your cells communicate the way they should. Okay, so as I think it's Dr. Marsha actually explained it, it's like you can either treat the fish when there's something wrong with the fish in the bowl. You can either treat the fish, or you can cleanse the bowl. Okay, so with certain medications, they actually treat the fish, but we actually cleaning the bowl because the problem is coming from the bowl. So we actually go to the cause of why this is happening. So, and that's why cell communication is so important. And yeah, and like a lot of people would ask, why, how can I see if this product is working? It's like when you're going for the first time to the gym and you won't see any difference from a week that you are there, but just give it a month or two, and then you will definitely see that something is happening. You will get that six pack in the gym, and that's the same thing that actually works with our products. So yeah, so we're absolutely focusing on restoring the cell communication in the body so that the body knows how to heal itself and repair itself. And that is why this company is absolutely so focused on spreading a blanket of glyconutrients all over the world and helping people to be healthier on a natural way. And I will never ever stop using this product because I can see what it does for me and for my family. And I really hope that you will also uh, take the time, take the possibilities, and make this, use this product for yourself and your family, and see what it can do for you. And thank you so much for taking out the time to listen about the technology in this of this product. And yeah, so next up, I just would like to introduce to you a person, a very awesome, amazing leader, all the way from Potchefstroom, and he's also a bronze presidential director in this business, and he is Mark Rosen, and he's going to show you or tell you how this opportunity can change your life as well. Thank you so much, Mark.
Thank you so much, Jenny, for that warm introduction. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing a bit of musical chairs here at our home in Potch. So yes, I'm going to start. Before I start off, I've got to ask two questions that you need to answer yourself. And the first question I would like to ask you, and I've been asked this a few times, especially in the beginning when we started the business just over 10 years ago. So the first question is this: what is your dream? And then my second question is, what are you willing to do to achieve your dream? So with that, I would like to also thank Presidential Directors James and Rulene Faber from Kimberley for introducing us to this wonderful adventure that we've been on, and guiding us and supporting us throughout this journey, as well as two-star platinum presidential director Leonie van der Linde from Somerset West for cheering us, rooting us, keeping us motivating, and helping us when we need it the most. So with that, I'm just going to share with you a slideshow where I can explain to you the business part of Manatech, and then bear in mind as well, if there are any questions or you need more information, just revert back to the person that invited you to this fantastic meeting so that they can explain it to you more in detail. Right, so with Manatech Journey, you can design your dream life. You are not stuck in a way of thinking of doing certain things a certain way and working on sticking to a specific budget to do what you need to do and save up a lot of money to eventually, somewhere in the long future ahead, reach your dream destination or to achieve your dream. So I know a lot of the associates on the call tonight have been to Bali, the latest Manatech incentive. And it's possible for anyone on this call and new associates that will join up in the future to go on the next incentive next year. So that's something to really look forward to. And it's all expensive paid holiday. I'm actually really looking forward to the next one. Right, so as I've said, you work on a budget that you save up to go eventually and get your dream life. But the reality of today's world is that you need to shrink your dreams to fit your budget because you only get a certain salary per month, and sometimes there's more month than salary left, and that makes it quite difficult. Or you can expand your income, do something extra to receive that extra income to eventually achieve your dreams. And I think that's quite phenomenal. There's a well-known writer and economist called Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And he also wrote a book called The Cash Flow Quadrant. And you'll see here in the bottom, below the green line, that there are 4 quadrants. So he basically wrote in this book, he divided the whole world into 4 quadrants. So on the top left, you'll see the E quadrant, where it's an employee quadrant, where you work for a boss, you have a job, you work 9 to 5, and they basically control everything of yours. If you work for a boss, they actually determine where your children go to school, what you wear, what you drive, because of the budget that you receive each month. And then on the bottom left, you get the S quadrant, which is called the self-employed quadrant, where you work for yourself, you have your own business, but at the end of the day, after all the bills and things have been paid, you've paid your employees, that's what's left over is what you have for the month. So basically, on these 2 quadrants, you trade your time for money. And what the scary thing is about these 2 quadrants are that 90% of the world's population you will find in these 2 quadrants, and only 10% of the world's wealth you will find in these 2 quadrants. Then on the top right, you'll see the business owner or business system in place, where you own a system where people work for you, where you let money work for you. And it's a good thing that Manatech is in the business system, where you can migrate from the E and the S quadrant to the business system quadrant. And I think it's quite a good place to be, because eventually you will have enough income to become an investor, and you will really let the money work for you, as you can see in the bottom right quadrant. Now, this is where the interesting thing is. This is where you have only 10% of the world's population, but you have 90% of the world's wealth to be there, or in these 2 quadrants. So this is quite fantastic. Anyway, so let's go on to the next part. So Manatech, as you can see, you can take advantage of the 3 main mega trends worldwide, and where they come in, or where the trends collide. And as Platinum Presidential JP Costa always says, it's a perfect storm of opportunity, because we are in the health and wellness industry, which is $1 trillion industry. We have an aging population, rising costs. We have a lot of wellness options. Natural supplements are against the pharmaceuticals. And then, of course, the environmental challenges we sit with, pollution and all the funny things in the air and all that have an influence in health and wellness. And a lot more people are looking to live healthier, eat healthier, and do more exercises and stuff. It's $1 trillion industry that's growing, and it's going to be booming. It's busy being a booming industry currently. Then, and the second mega trend that you'll see is the direct selling, where you order directly from the factory and they deliver it directly to you. It's a $90 million global sales force, It's got more than $166 billion in total sales. It's a rapid growing global business. It's innovation and product reformulation. It's a raising health awareness. We have diversity in products and services, and 90% operate part-time. So you can do this part-time. You don't have to do this full-time. We've been doing this over 10 years, and we've still been doing it part-time. And there's massive opportunity in this because we also partnered with the Mission 5 Million, which I will speak a bit more in detail a bit later. So yes, that is the 3 mega trends that we are involved with. So what makes Manatech different than all of these other industries out there? Well, first of all, we are a validated industry leader. We were founded in 1994. It's a publicly traded company. We are listed on the NASDAQ, which is the New York Stock Exchange, which is the second largest stock exchange in the world. You can just type in the code. If you go onto the website, you can type in the ticket code MTEX, and you can see what the dividends are, what the shares are trading for, what the incomes and expenditures are. Everything is transparent there. Manatech operates in 49 countries. We have 19 published studies, of which 12 of them are 12 randomized, double-blinded, placebo-controlled human studies. The products are manufactured according to the GMP. There's over $50 million invested in research and development on the products themselves. We have over 130 international patents worldwide, and we are the innovators of Glyconutrition technology. And because of our amazing technology, and we are a scientific company, we have a 90-day money-back guarantee. So you have assurance of that what you are using is definitely going to work. Right, we also have a success system. If you are focused and you have ambition, you are willing to learn, this is a turnkey business. We have mentoring and training, we help you with goal setting. This we do in a team. You don't do this in seclusion on your own. This is part-time, it's online, it's a minimal investment. We have incentive holidays, we help people, and then of course you determine your own income. And that I think is quite phenomenal. So how do you get involved? There's two ways to join. The first way to join is to become a customer, which there's no fees to be paid. You just purchase your products online and it is shipped to you with a courier fee of 125 Rand. The other way to join Manatech is to become an associate, a person that's interested in starting the business to create an extra income part-time. And then you pay 850 Rand joining fee. On our line, it can be different than other lines. We prefer that the associate becomes a product of the product. You purchase your own product so that you can have your own story to share when you tell people what this has done for you. And then, of course, it's renewed every year. So if you imagine yourself here in the green circle in the middle, this is you. You start connecting customers with your online shop. They order through your online shop, and as you get more customers, your personal point volume will grow. So what is personal point volume? Point volume is a value or point value system allocated to each product. Okay, so once you have customers ordering these products through your online shop, these point volumes will accumulate with the amount of products that's purchased. Okay, so once you reach 500 personal point volume. So why it's personal point volume? It's because it includes your own order as well as your customers' orders. Once you have reached 500 personal point volume, you will then receive a power seller bonus, which will be in the vicinity of about 800 Rand. Okay. Once you have two like-minded people joining up in your business that you've personally enrolled, and I'll get to the team's businesses a bit more in detail, you will have, and they are like-minded, they do exactly what you've done. They basically duplicate or copycat what you have done. You will then have two persons in your team, which is known as team 2. You will then receive an additional 1,000 Rand for that. So then you will receive 1,800 Rand. Once you've added another 2 associates to your business, and they've achieved the 500 personal point volume each, you will then have 4 persons in your team, and you will then receive an additional 1,500 Rand. This means that you will receive in the vicinity of 3,300 Rand per month, which is quite a nice little income for a side hustle. Right, just to talk a bit more about the power seller bonuses. These are the personal point volume. If you can go back one slide, you see the 500 personal point volume that you have in your online shop in the middle. So that can be divided into tiers. All right, I might just add the first time that a person orders through your online shop, you will receive 20%, which is called a first order bonus. Thereafter, it will fall into tiers. There are 5 tiers. I'll quickly just run through them. And if you have any questions or more clarity on these, you can just revert back to the person that invited you to this meeting. All right, so if you have 500 personal point volume in your business, which is about 5 customers on a 100-point volume each, you will receive in the vicinity of 800 Rand for that, which is about 10% of what goes through your online shop. Once you reach 2,500 point volume or more, you will receive in the vicinity of 7,000 Rand per month, which is about 25 customers on 100-point volume each, which then makes it 15% of what is going through your online shop. Sorry, I say again, it's 20%. Once you have 5,000 or more personal point volume going through your online shop, you can receive in the vicinity of 16,000 Rand per month, which is about 50 persons ordering 100-point volume through your online shop, which is 25% commission on whatever's going through your online shop. And then the last one, which is also known as the Power 30, which is 10,000 or more personal point volume in the business or through your online shop, which is in the vicinity of 40,000 Rand per month, which is 100 persons ordering 100-point volume through your online shop. So that's just 3 ways of getting an extra income part-time. Right, so back to the teams. Like I've said to you a bit earlier on, you have team 2 that you've personally enrolled. They each receive or have 500 personal point volumes going through their online shop. You will receive an additional 1,000 Rand for that. Once you get to team 4, the 4 friends that you've enrolled in your online or your online business doing what you've done, you will receive the additional 2,500 Rand per month. Once you've reached team 6, which is 6 people doing exactly what you've done in your business, you will receive an additional 4,500 Rand. Once you've reached team 8, it's additional 6,500 Rand per month. And once you've reached team 10, it is 8,500 Rand per month. So these team bonuses you can add to your power seller bonus, and you can see that you can get quite a phenomenal income. Then we've got passive income through leverage. So this is where you reach your levels, which you can just ask the person and invite you to this meeting to explain the levels to you in more detail. We will start with a director level, which is about 15 people ordering through your online shop. You will receive an additional about 1,500 Rand per month for that. Once you have 60 people ordering through your business, you will then be an executive director. You will earn an additional 6,000 Rand per month. Then if you help a few other people to get 60, order 60, once you have additional people ordering through your business, you will have about 200 people ordering through that. You'll be a gold executive director. You will receive in the vicinity of 20,000 Rand per month. And once you've helped one person to become a gold executive director, you become a presidential director. We have 400 people ordering through your online shop, and you will receive the vicinity of 40,000 Rand per month as a presidential director. Once you help one person to become the presidential director, you can earn in the vicinity of 65,000 Rand per month, and you will then be a bronze presidential director. If you help a second person to become a presidential director, you will earn in the vicinity of 100,000 Rand per month. You will then be a silver presidential director. Once you help a third person to become a presidential director, you will earn in the vicinity of 150,000 Rand as a gold presidential director. And once you help a fourth person to become a presidential director, you will then be a platinum presidential director, and you will earn in the vicinity of 250,000 Rand per month. So like John Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts, which I think is quite phenomenal. So on to my last slide, like I said, and this is the heart of the company. It's very close to our hearts. It is the Mission 5 Million. It is a donation through consumption model. For every product that's ordered through the online shop, a product called PhytoBlend is donated to a child in need somewhere in the world. And basically, this is to combat malnutrition and malnutrition-related illnesses. There are several organizations within South Africa where you can go and see where it is actually given to these children in need. And I think it's our duty as Manatech to make sure that when the glyconutrients are thrown as a blanket over the mountains of Cape Town or all over the world, or the Drakensberg or the Alps, that we help those children in need. So thank you so much for your time. Back to the MC.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Mark, for that incredible presentation. I really enjoyed it and I learned so much about everything again, all over again. And yeah, if I haven't joined this 11 years ago, I would definitely would have do that right now at this moment. So, but thank you so much to everyone on this call. Thank you for taking out the time to listen with us. And I also do believe that you also enjoyed this as much as I did. And yeah, just to listen to all the stories and why people are doing this and keep on having success in this business and actually keep on changing lives all over the world. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. And just a last time for the event ID, it's 0290. If you don't know what to do with that, please ask the person who invited you to this call. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening and God bless. Bye.